Hello and welcome back to Just a Sister Thing. I'm Rebecca and this is my first springtime video for 2022. I have a new background back here. It's very sparkly and pretty. And I hope everybody had a great Easter. Easter was yesterday. I'm technically filming this on Monday after Easter. So I hope everybody had fun with their loved ones. This video is going to be showcasing this beautiful Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. I never bought any of her palettes because they're so expensive and I'm so cheap. I'm a working girl, so a palette like this is 60 something dollars and I was waiting for it to go on sale, and BoxyCharm actually had a nice sale for it. So I will go ahead and show you. It's a very nice packaging. It's beautiful artwork, nice and thick. Has a beautiful mirror in it, but I can't really show you that without blinding you with my ring light. But I will show you here. Beautiful color story. It has some pinks, some blues, some beautiful purples. I played with the blues today. I have worn this purple one. It's very pretty. I did go ahead and swatch them for you guys. Well, this is mostly just the sparkly shades because, I mean, let's just face it. We buy these palettes because of the sparkly shades. They have a glitter formula, a matte formula, and I think a shimmer formula. Very beautiful. This one right here, I think it's right here, it has a little bit of a shift to it, and so did these two, it looks like. I don't know, some of them just look like they have a little bit of a shift to it, but they really apply nicely. I do recommend the real sparkly ones with the heavy glitter. I would recommend putting those on with a glitter glue. But I'm so happy about this palette. It's so pretty. And just in case anybody wants to know how I got this nail look, it's a little bit of shimmer and periwinkle. So this is the Revlon Ultra HD Snap line that they have. You can get this basically anywhere they sell Revlon. This is in Get Real. It's a real pretty periwinkle. And I knew I was going to be wearing a red tone purple today, so I wanted to add a little bit of glitter to it. This is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear, and this has like a pink and red inside of it. This is called Rockstar Pink, and that's just these two colors combined here. This has a really cool display in the nail polish aisle. I will go ahead and insert that display, but they're really affordable. I think they're like less than $5 if I'm not mistaken. And of course, Sally Hansen is always affordable. So this is my purple look today, and actually a little bit of a purple blue eye as well. So if you will please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and let's just cut to it. Since I know I want a smoky dramatic eye today, I'm going to put on this Mally Evercolor Gel Waterproof Liner. I really love this by Mally. It is an onyx. I'm going to throw this in the waterline before I start applying my eyeshadow. And I've already put on the Milani eyeshadow primer, so we're ready to go. This is the beautiful palette we were just talking about, the Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. I want to do something very dramatic today that I ordinarily would not wear out on a regular basis, but maybe for date night. I am going to put this color here, this is called Momentum, all over the lid to set my eyeshadow primer. So now I'm going to take this color here. It's called Off Balance. It's a real pretty dusty pink, and this is going to be my transition shade. So I'm using the Morphe 441 brush, and it is very thick and fluffy, so it really blends out that transition shade. And I'm actually going to deepen the crease a little bit, by using this color at the bottom called Hot Mess. I'm using the Morphe M453. And this brush has a little bit of a tip to the end, so I'm just dipping it in this deeper shade here, just with the tip of the brush, and then I'm going to apply that directly in the crease. Now I'll get the 441 brush back and just go over the edge of that very gently so I don't lose any of that deeper shade. I'm just doing the outer rim of the transition shade and just blending that. Okay, now I'm going to take this really beautiful shade here. It's called Mercury, I believe. Yes, Mercury. I'm going to take it just with my fingertip to begin with, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Now I'm going to take a Sephora flat brush. This is called the Concealer Brush by Sephora. And I'm going to give it a spritz here of some MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm going to go ahead and load up my brush with that Mercury shade. And since I have a little bit of a hooded eye, I'm going to bring it up into the crease a little bit. So I want to deepen my crease just a little bit more. So I'm going to use this little tiny brush by Morphe M506. And I'm going to take the deepest shade in the palette called Vortex. Just going to get a little bit on my brush and tap it off. And just really go gently across my crease line. I'm going to go ahead and spritz my eyelids a little bit with this MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to take, oops. And then I'm going to take this real pretty shade in the palette called Nebula. Just going to take it on my fingertips now that my eyes are a little bit damp. And I'm going to put this right in the middle, just to add a little bit more, I guess just a little bit more sparkle, as if we don't have enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw on my face makeup. I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. The thing about the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation is so thick, it's like spackle. So I suggest doing one portion of your face and then moving on to the next before doing like what I did and just spotting it everywhere and blending it all at once, because you got to move pretty quick because that stuff starts to settle in. So, but it does have good coverage, so I will give it that. For concealer, I wanted to try this Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer. Oops. I got it in the shade Meringue 04N. Comes in a little tube like this. Okay, it has like a cooling mechanism here that you put under your eyes and it's supposed to be cooling. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this out of here. Just gonna use a little bit at a time and just see if it has spreadability. It is very cold. It's refreshing.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
With Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the clear brow gel. I always do this after I do my face powders. That way the powders won't settle into the damp brow gel. Now we're going to finish the lower lash line. I'm going to use these two colors here to start building up the lower lash line. I have this Morphe M431, looks like a little pencil brush. I'm going to spritz this little Morphe E36 brush. It's a little itty bitty brush. And then I'm going to go into this really pretty opalescent color. It's called Supermoon, but it does have a shift to it, so it's very pretty. It looks like opal. I'm going to use this on my inner corner. I think I'm going to use Cookie as my eyebrow highlight. That wasn't really coming off up there, and I didn't want it to be too crazy looking. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Cookie. Okay, mascara time. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is called Lash Brag. This is really good. I've tried this before. Sometimes I just forget to use it, but it has a very nice thick brush and a thick formula. Now I remember why I don't use that ABH mascara, because the wand is almost too thick and it's sloppy. So I had to pull out my Handy Dandy Essence Lash Princess to kind of work through those clumps a little bit. And I was afraid of putting too much in my lower lash line. So the Essence wand was a little bit more petite, and it helped me work that mascara through a little bit better. So for lips, I'm going to keep it neutral, maybe a little bit warm. This is Bodyography Barely There. Okay, this is really hard to use. This is kind of dry. I don't think I'll use that again. It barely came off and I really had to force it. So that is too much of a struggle. I'm going to use this Almay Lip Vibes and Go Wild. This was in my, I believe I had this on in my Almay video. It's very pretty neutral. To top it off, I have NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. It's a classic. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Has a little shaker in it. Okay, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I'm not a professional makeup artist or anything like that. Just having fun and just, using techniques that I've actually learned from YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed everything, and I do highly recommend this Mercury Retrograde palette. So beautiful. I think that the colors in it, the color story is beautiful, and the shades just go on so perfectly. They blend so nice. I do recommend a glitter glue for the glittery ones. It'll help it keep it off your cheeks all night. But that goes for pretty much any glitter eyeshadow. But beautiful palette. I hope you guys like the look I came up with. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I will see you next time.